It promises to be an egg-exceptional time. All kids love Easter egg hunts, so why not take them to this year's Egg-citing day at the zoo? Jen McColian here to give us the details. Jen, nice to see you again.
You too.
First and foremost, Egg-citing day at the zoo. Obviously an egg-citing event title.
Yeah.
Tell us about it and what it includes.
Yeah, well, this year is our second annual. And we just thought we'd have an event for the kids to come out and again get in the zoo. It's a fundraiser for our zoo. So kids come, and we of course have the Easter egg hunt where they can go out and search for their eggs and turn those in for prizes. We also hide specialty eggs, which are animals, in each age category that they turn in for kind of some special prizes.
Okay.
Of course, visits with the Easter Bunny. And we have games, crafts, all kinds of fun things for the kids to do down there.
And when is this? This isn't on Easter Sunday, is it?
Nope, it's always the Saturday before Easter, so this year it falls on March 30th.
Okay.
From 11 to 4 p.m.
How does the egg hunt work? Is it your typical, just kids running amok looking for them, or how is it a little bit different than that?
It's a little bit different. We did it that way so that we have little ones and older ones, and so that it's kind of not that competition. So anytime you come throughout that time from 11 to 4, everyone comes in, they're allowed to find their 5 eggs, turn those eggs in for prizes, then they, again, search for those specialty eggs that are hidden. There's 100 animal eggs hidden in each age category, so once those are gone, those are gone. Those are kind of like the bigger ticketed items.
Okay.
But the hunt goes all day, and you can do it at your own pace and find your eggs and play some games and visit with the Easter Bunny, so no big rush.
And you said that these are all dispersed throughout the entire zoo area?
Yep, there'll be over 6,000 eggs that'll be hidden in the zoo. So you can come whenever, come early, come late, and there'll be plenty of eggs for everybody.
So I have to ask, with an egg total like that, who's in charge of putting those out there? Is it a cumulative effort?
Volunteers. I mean, that's what. Last year we actually did it. It was our first year last year. The event went great. We were probably ready, really ready for about 500 to 600, and we had over 1,200 people in the zoo. So we're like, okay. We had to rehide last year and stuff, so we have a lot more eggs this year. Last year we did it with our staff. We hid them in the morning, but this year we'll definitely have some volunteer groups out there hiding those eggs, and because there'll be lots of them. So,
for those who are interested in attending, with their kid, what is the cost and who benefits from that price tag?
Sure. It's just $3 per child.
Okay.
1 and under is always free at all of our zoo events. And all the money raised from Egg-citing Day at the zoo will go back into future events and into the Menominee Park Zoo for future expansions, just maintenance of the zoo, just kind of taking care of the zoo because it is a free zoo throughout the year. So all the money raised from the event goes back into the future event or into the zoo itself.
We'll cover a lot of ground on this program in terms of the event and all the information, but if people need a refresher, need more info, where do they go? Who do they call?
Sure. They can go to the city's website. And it's under our special events on the Menominee Park Zoo website page, and there is our flyer on there that kind of talks about all the details. Make sure the kids do bring their Easter baskets to hunt for their eggs and to get the candy from the games and stuff. Otherwise, they can always call me at 920-236-5089 if they have any questions at all. We do offer pre-registration for this event. All they need to do is call that number and give me their last name and how many children, how many adults they'll be bringing. The day of the event, then we have a line just for general admission and one for pre-registered, and that worked awesome last year because there was a huge line out there, so those that pre-registered could kind of just get right in there and get going with the fun. So.
And this is the second year of this event. Obviously, with anything, I'm sure that the whole reason of having the event again is because it was successful the first time. Talk about the attendance and kind of the numbers of people that you saw. You said, what, 1,200 people last year?
Yep, we had 953 children over the age of 2 that paid to come into the event, of course with their parents and little brothers and sisters under the age of 1, So it was a great day. We had a beautiful day. I mean, it had to have been in the 50s. I'm a little bit later last year, so it's a little earlier this year. But yeah, it was a great event, and people had a ton of fun, and just a couple little things that we tweaked just to kind of make it run a little bit smoother. Going to move some things around a bit because it kind of got congested in certain areas. So all positive things to make it a great event this year. So
you mentioned that it takes volunteers to hide the 6,000 eggs. You said. but do you need volunteers for working day of and kind of managing or overseeing this event beyond the immediate, zoo or maybe park staff?
Yep, we do. We always look for volunteers for all of our events. We need people to run the games, to run the games with the kids and do crafts with the kids. We always look for people to kind of man our bake sales and in the concession stand, work at the front gate, kind of crowd control, helping out. So we certainly never turn volunteers away because the day of the event, it always gets busy and we can use more hands. So,
what was you mentioned the attendance was good last year, but what kind of feedback and whatnot did you get in terms of how the event was run, how much there was to do there, the location, all those things?
Yeah, we got really great feedback from a lot of people. Got some positive things that we could change. Because it was so busy, just kind of the way we had the check-in station set up at the entrance of the zoo, we're going to move those down further out of the entrance area because we got some comments that it just was real congested up there. So we're going to spread things out this year, knowing that we can have the people we had last year. And that was really the only thing, was just kind of spreading things out to make the traffic flow of the people a little bit better. So, but otherwise, we got really positive comments. People had a fun time finding their eggs, visiting with the Easter Bunny, and so, yeah.
How rewarding is it for the volunteers and for the park staff, the zoo staff, to see the look on the young kids' faces during Easter egg hunts? I mean, it's got to be, bring you back to the glory days when life is just so carefree. Is that the feeling that you get when you partake in events like this?
Yeah, absolutely. All of our zoo events have really just built through the years, and that is what we love to see. We love seeing people down there, not only on a daily basis when the zoo is free, but at these events and just having fun and smiling and laughing. And I mean, we have great pictures, be it Zooloween and all the kids in their cute little costumes, Halloween, looking for their, the Egg-citing day for their eggs. And it's a great feeling. It's great for our zoo to have the people down there, even if they can't get there on a daily basis when we're open, get to the events. And so it's a great feeling. And I know we have a lot of really good volunteer groups that help with multiple events, and they really love to do that. So,
final question before we let you go. Is this a to be determined by the weather type of event? And if so, what's the fallback plan if the weather doesn't cooperate on that Saturday?
It's rain or shine, like all of our events. So we just pray and hope and that it's going to be beautiful, and it's not. We just deal with it. I mean, in the years that we have fallen into a little bit colder or weather that's not the best, our events still go on and people still come and they still have a great time. So we just hope for the best, and that's all we can do.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, everyone's always looking for a way to get the kids out of the house.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It sounds like, what better way than to have them run around and explore the zoo and get some candy and some Easter eggs at the same time. So thanks for being here, Jen. Really
Thanks for having me.
Without an education, where would we be? We talk Celebrate Education when we come back.